everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It's the East All-Stars taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Lakers win the tip. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. We've got Kemba Walker, Antetokounmpo out there with Paul George. Then it's Curry, and it's Embiid, and it's center.
Great players like LeBron draw so much attention defensively. Really opens up the passing lanes for him.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Off the inbound, and good. That thing was that time as it falls.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. And it's McGee slamming it down.
Oh, such a terrific pass. He seems to have a sixth sense. Nice feel, which is hard to teach.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Walker. Drops in the tray. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Down low. Here's Ball. Plays it up and banks it in.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Curry kicks to George. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Kuzma. And the shot is long.
Gotta give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
Pass to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
McGee's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Walker the pass to Curry. Back to Walker. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Here's Curry with the 3. Sinks the triple. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Kevin, that 3 ball of Curry dangling. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Now here's Ingram. It's good.
Well, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And here's the East. They trail by 6. Curry outside. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. James wide open. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And George, here we go. The shot comes out.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Kuzma can't get it to go. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the East All-Stars. 6-point game. Curry's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. And then for the East, Jokic has checked in for Embiid. Chris Middleton comes in for George. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Walker. The shot by Curry, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
No good from LeBron. LeBron's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside Curry. Outside Russell. In the corner, Middleton with it. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rondo against Russell. And it's Rondo penetrating, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
The amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
With some changes, Muscala comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Kyle Kuzma. The East also changing it up. Paul George comes in for Jokic, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Russell. Now, here's Westbrook. George with the ball. Misses, and the tri-skull continues.
And already they've got a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Outside Curry. On deep. Offensive rebound. George with the bucket. George has got his first basket.
Well, I think you've got to like and appreciate the effort there, the hustle. George staying with the possession, then uses his length to finish off the miss.
Now, here is Muscala.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Here's James. Connects on the foul line jumper. James has got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Curry, back to Westbrook, and it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Rondo kicks to Bullock. Back to Rondo. To the left side wing. Muscala.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the contest. Westbrook against Rondo. Shoots. And again, it's the Lakers.
And from the opening tip, they've just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Right back at... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Stevenson and LeBron, the veterans forward pair. And it's Muscala in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got the first basket of the second quarter for the East All-Stars.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Chalk up 2 there.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Westbrook gets to Middleton. Pass to Vucevic. To the inside. Lowry against Rondo. Lowry finds Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by James. With the teardrop, that one's not going to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys,
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. And it's Westbrook missing. Lakers leading by 6. Now here's James. He's got 8. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Mike Muscala. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Jokic has checked in for the East. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Russell Westbrook. Russell kicks to Middleton. Passes it to Griffin. They double team Griffin. Back to Middleton. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Outside, Russell takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And here is Los Angeles now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's Stevenson missing.
Well, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
And it's Russell missing. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Caldwell Pope. There's the pass to McGee. And here is Ball. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
He's checked in for Lance Stevenson. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Ingram against Westbrook. Ingram kicks to McGee. It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook, and the slam dunk by McGee.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Ball against Curry. 6 for 6. He struck the miss from the field.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Paul George.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Kuzma inside. Guarded by Embiid. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
But they recover it. Curry looking it over. Shot clock at 6. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Kicks to Embiid. Westbrook against Ingram. Here's Curry. Second shot opportunity, and Embiid lays it in.
And this is what you get with Embiid. A real scrapper, even though he's a big, skilled, talented guy. He's an energy guy as well.
Here's Ball, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Westbrook wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Ingram. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ingram's got 6.
Well, I really like seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range jet. A lethal scorer who nails these shots regularly.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Lakers lead by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court for the East All-Stars, Kemba Walker is out there with Curry. Then it's Paul George, and there's Embiid, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 spot. Here's Embiid. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And here's the East, down by 12. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. It's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. George with the ball. Now guarded by Ball, and George gets it to go.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Los Angeles leading by 10. About 1 minute played here in the second half.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's talk about bringing it. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
James with the bucket.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
And the East All-Stars call time here. Muscala, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Ball. Griffin's checked in for the East. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Curry. And Walker kicks to Russell. Griffin down low. He's against Kuzma. Griffin's shot is off. Ingram outside. Knocks it loose. LeBron against George. Outside Russell. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that. Finds the open man nicely.
Rondo kicks to James. Over George. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The East All-Stars shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one.
Hey, and that explosiveness of Walker is sometimes just mesmerizing. A quick-footed guard with a superb shooting stroke to match.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Brandon Ingram.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Bullock. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Embiid. A rebound by the Lakers. Rondo passes to James. Bullock, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. He's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And George kicks to Russell. Griffin inside, covered by LeBron. Griffin. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. Got it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Griffin.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Stevenson outside. Back to Rondo. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hart's checked in. And then for the East All-Stars. Vucevic checked in for Embiid. Jokic comes in for Blake Griffin. And Middleton subbed in for George. Oh, and here comes Walker. All alone. Bucket is good.
Well, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt for the game. The East making a switch. Lowry's checked in. Free throw, no good for Walker. Outside for Lowry. Back to Vucevic. Tries again. It's stolen. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. And a wide open look for Rondo. He finds that one off the back iron and down at ball. Now the East All-Stars with it. 8-point game. Here's Middleton. Banked in off the glass. Middleton's got his first points of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The shot's good.
I tell you, Rondo sees it all on the floor. He's got an ability to just cripple a defense with his passing.
Here's Vucevic. Count that bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the third. He had a nice open look right there. Bullock's got 7 now in this quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Lowry kicks to Middleton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Muscala. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. Curry's checked in for Walker.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here. And they've got to make sure the timing is right there.
James finds McGee. Back to James. 23 seconds left to play in the third. McGee's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 4.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Now Ball. He kicks to LeBron. Over Jokic. And no good. The tri-spell continuing for him. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Lakers ahead, up 1. We got more in store for you right after this. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
If we just keep moving it, it's not a bad shot. But if we move and cut, they will break down. We'll get open layup. Let's go. Come on, stay. Keep doing it.
Well, Coach Walton preaching patience and ball movement.
And eventually, Kevin, if you work the ball around, you're going to find holes in that defense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ingram is out there with Ball, and it's Hart in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Vucevic.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated, and he makes good on the layup. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Kuzma's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. Antetokounmpo dishes to Vucevic. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Jokic. Ingram with the steal. Hart to pass the ball. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Lakers lead by 1.
I tell you what, because of his size and ball skills and vision, he's a handful for any defense, Lonzo Ball. And he's able to convert primarily because of his size and sneaky strength.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. A big group substitution here for the East. George is checked in for Vucevic. Blake Griffin comes in for Jokic. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Chris Middleton. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Steph Curry. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin's got to keep it focused.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Well, the quickness of Paul George on defense is something that very few players possess. I think he does a fantastic job rushing guys because of his presence.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's Ingram, and good that time. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
So easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. I mean, the size, long arms, shooting, ball handling. And the defense is in trouble when he's pick and rolling.
Back to Antetokounmpo. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Stevenson outside. Great look, but off the mark.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Westbrook against Ingram. George finds Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Ball, the pass to McGee. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Westbrook kicks to George. Over Stevenson. Westbrook passes to George. Back to Westbrook. Here's George. Good on the shot. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the East All-Stars.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Here's Paul. And McGee kicks to Ingram. Lakers working the ball around now. Ball against Griffin. Ball no good. Now the East All-Stars with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Now it's a 6-point East All-Star lead. And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Of our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Lonzo Ball. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Right side Rondo. No good off the back of the rim. And here are the East All-Stars. Curry with it. He's picked up by Rondo. His three-pointers off the mark. Lakers trail by 6. Pulls up on the wing. And James gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. And 12 points for LeBron.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient. And he is playing to his strengths. And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that. Kyle Kuzma, a man you can trust in the clutch. Big spots, big shots.
Westbrook dishes to Curry. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And an intentional foul right there. Here's Westbrook, and they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you. Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock to the game clock, and the foul called on Blake Griffin. And that'll be his third foul so far. 27 seconds left in the game. LeBron against George. Shoots from 12. Westbrook pulls it in. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Okay, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Laces one from 3.
And you know what? Ingram is always ready to score in the clutch, guys. He's a guy you can depend on to give you his best when his best is needed.
So the East All-Stars win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, great, as the visiting team.
Yeah, it really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.